Back here on SportsLine, let's go back to the phone. Say hello to Monte. Monte, what's going on tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'm Monty. I had a couple of things I've been wondering about. One of them is when all the talk is about the new Titan Stadium. Well, where will they play? What I've heard they're going to demo the old stadium, and I think that's terrible. And while they're building the new stadium, where are the Titans going to play?
They'll play in Nissan Stadium until the new stadium's built. And then once the new stadium's built, they'll tear down Nissan Stadium.
Okay, I didn't know that. Well, that answers my question. I hate to see them tear down the stadium they got. That's such a good stadium. And my other thing I like to say is the officiating. And I've seen it from youth sports all the way through high school, into college, into the pros. I've seen bad calls and no calls. It don't matter which team. I'm not favoring one team over another and calling bad officiating, but I see it. I see it bad, with no calls and bad calls. I've seen it. And golly, they shouldn't be like that. They're supposed to be trusted officials, and these ball players, they work hard to get where they're at. They work hard, and then to lose a game or get a bad call or a no call called on them, that's sad. I just wondering what you might have to say about that.
No, I agree with you, Monty, and thank you for the call. The officiating has been very disappointing, I think, at a lot of different levels this year. The NFL has taken a lot of heat for it. The disappointment of the officiating up there. We saw a couple absolutely brutal roughing the passer penalties in Week 5. Mike Vrabel, the Titans head coach, sent a reply all to a league memo last week and basically said, it's great that you're sending us these videos to try and clarify things. Let's clarify things with the refs to make sure they're doing the best job possible, because we're all trying to teach our players what the rules are. Let's make sure the refs are applying the rules appropriately on the field. And I got to tell you what, I will defend officials 99% of the time, because at the end of the day, they're just like the players, coaches, and everybody in the stadium. They're human. They're going to make mistakes. As much as you want them to be the fairest arbiters of the rule out there, they will make mistakes. Every game, probably. And you just have to deal with that. That's part of the human element of sports. And I'm okay with that. And I want that to remain in it. But here's my beef with the NFL. The NFL is a multi-billion-dollar business. They don't employ their refs as full-time employees because they don't want to pay them in that way. And so the refs, while they're paid very, very well, they're essentially independent contractors throughout the course of the season. They, for the most part, have other jobs that they do. Gene Steratore was one of the best refs in the NFL for a long time. He was also a college basketball official when the season ended. You've got other guys who have desk jobs and do things at companies and all that sort of stuff. If the NFL really wants their officials to be better, hire full-time officials. Pay them. You make billions of dollars. There aren't that many officials on the roster. Make sure you have the best. Pay them to be the best. Don't make them choose between trying to do the desk job and be an NFL official. Just make them an NFL official. Get the best people out there. Train them accordingly. Do stuff with them throughout the week that isn't like a side deal for them. And then hopefully the results are better. And my other pet peeve with officiating is this. There is a human element to the game, as I just said. We also have instant replay to try to fix that when it's glaringly bad. But there's two problems I see with instant replay. Number one, we spend way too much time at the replay monitor looking at 37 different angles that are not conclusive, trying to come up with a conclusive answer to whether the call should be confirmed, stand, or be overturned. If you have to get to the 37th angle, you probably can't confirm it or overturn it. So let's just play on and not slow these games down anymore. But the other part of that to me is too often they get it wrong. Once again, if it's not blatantly obvious, stay with the call on the field. It's how the game has always been. If it's blatantly wrong and you can see it immediately and it doesn't take too much time, fix it. Turn it over. Change it. But if not, it's inexcusable to have these 3 and 4 minute delays, oftentimes multiple times throughout the game. It just is. And they've got to get away from that. All right, our phone lines are still open, 737-7767, the number. We would love to hear from you. We'll take a break now. We'll also come back, maybe hear a little bit from the mayor about this stadium deal. It's when we return here on SportsLine on News Channel 5+.